I've got a honeydew. We've got some lime juice again. A lot of lime tonight. We should have timed this melon and lime. So our honeydew, our limes, our basil, and a little bit of mint. That's it. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen this way to chop or to cut a melon. This is the easiest and fastest way to do it, rather than cutting it in half and then scooping everything out and then taking each slice and doing it. If you cut the end off, both ends, it wouldn't make a difference whatever kind of knife you had. You couldn't use a paring knife, but you could use any kind of long knife that you have. And then when you aren't sure whether you get all the little bottom, the rind off the bottom, I just kind of like to go around. Make sure we got it all off. Okay, stand it up again. Okay, and then we'll just take the seeds out and you've got it all peeled, all ready to go. Oops. Now I know somebody's going to ask me what the best way to pick a melon. If you look at the stem side, and you can kind of gently, people are thumping them, and especially the watermelons. What you want to see is nice color on here. You want this to be just a little bit giving. You can see, I don't know if you can see that, just a little bit. And you don't want any soft spots in it. And that should be a good melon. And the watermelon, kind of the same thing. I don't know, I suppose you can thump it if you want. But my rule of thumb on watermelon is, and I did read somewhere, and I guess I must have cut that part off. But if you see it, like this, and then the bottom side has like the dirt part on it, that's supposed to be better because it's been ripened in the sun, rather than this all the way around. And I thought, well, I didn't know that. I guess I cut that part off. So I thought, oh, okay, well, that makes sense, because if it's sitting in the melon patch and it's got that white sort of on the bottom and it's all nice and green like that on the top, then it would be sun ripened. So I thought, okay, I'll take that as a... But people are wondering what you're doing if you're thumping the melon, like, oh, they know what they're doing. Most times at this time of year, the melons are pretty tasty, so you don't have to worry too much about it. You just want to make sure that it's not rotten or it doesn't have any soft spots. And I always feel too that because it is natural, you're growing it in a garden or a field or whatever, that you're going to have some that are good and some that are bad, just the way that it goes. You could have the nicest looking, I find that with apples. You can have the most beautiful apple on the outside, and then you cut it and it's all brown inside. And it's like, well, how do you know? Just the luck of the draw. All right. Oops. I hate the seeds in there. Fell out. All right, so we're just chopping this up. These are all neat little recipes that are sort of refreshing. I always think melon is for a lighter meal. This one you can use, this is not sweet. You can add sugar to it if you like. But this would be a nice little side dish for, any grilling out that you're doing. Sure. Mm-hmm. Okay, that was quick. All right, there's our one honeydew, peeled, seeded, and cut into 1-inch cubes. Then we're going to use a 1/4 cup of lime juice. Like I said, now these limes are very juicy. It may, at other times of the year, it may take a little bit more. Take another lime to get that much. All right. Oops. All right. We need a little bit of basil. This one, let's see, there's a couple leaves here. I think this one looks better. And we just need a couple of tablespoons of this time. And again, if you had this in your garden, that'd be great with the fresh basil. I just happen to have it in my garden down the produce department. It is, it's nice. And now we're getting a lot of the locally grown produce. Cucumbers are coming in locally grown. The squashes, the zucchini and the yellow squash are all coming in locally grown. Of course, the tomatoes. So it's a good time to be in the produce department. Our melons, peaches, okay, and a little bit of mint. This is, oh, we had this question before. Mint. Let me see if it says. I don't think it says whether it's spearmint or peppermint. It kind of smells like spearmint to me. You don't have the, when you get it in my garden, you don't have a choice of the kind of mint. It's just mint. If you get it in your garden, you may have that choice of getting the different flavors. You know, isn't there like a lemon and then there's chocolate and whatever, so. This is just mint. And again, it smells great. Okay. Mint, basil, lime juice, melon. Yeah, I'll wash this off. That's it. Ooh, time's up. Okay. And again, the longer this sits, the more flavor is going to get infused into the melon. So, all right, there we go with our herbed honeydew melon. Fresh mint. You can smell that mint if you like. All right.